Welcome to Drawfee, where we take your dumb ideas
and make even dumber drawings.
I'm Karina.
I'm Jacob.
Oh my God, I'm sorry.
Hey, just say your name.
No,
it's
but
okay,
you're
bud.
not. Hey, I'm sorry. I'm Dad.
It's okay, little guy. Just say
It's
your
okay.
name.
It's okay.
I'm Nathan.
It's okay, buddy.
Good job, bud.
You did it.
Hey, thanks.
Hey, good job, bud.
I'm so sorry.
Hey.
Is it okay? Is it okay that I'm here?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great that you're here.
Hey, thanks for letting me be
I mean,
here.
you're fired, but it's okay.
But after this.
After this?
But after this.
All right.
Is there a fourth person here?
It's me. It's Julia.
Oh, great. We're all here.
We're all
Wow,
here
the
on the
gang
God,
show.
here.
what a scene. What the fuck?
Almost like a scene from a television show.
Like Glee?
Sort of.
Like,
Season 2 of Glee.
like,
Season
think of
three.
any other shows.
Of Glee?
Glee.
What other shows
Lost.
We have a drawing challenge
Yeah, I am lost.
today.
Euphoria?
I'm going to stop you right there. We have a
Okay.
drawing challenge today.
are there? Okay.
This one's kind of an amalgamation of a bunch of requests we've got. So there's not a particular person this comes from,
Okie dokie.
but it basically breaks down to we're going to take them dark and gritty adult shows that you watch and you go, ooh, I'm so adult. Look at all this.
Yeah.
And we're going to say, what if they were little kids' cartoons for
What if it was
babies?
for little babies instead?
Just sort of a fun exercise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Karina's hosting this one, sort of.
I'm hosting in that I'm sitting above you being like, yes, draw for me, because I only watch children's media, apparently, and couldn't think of a good idea.
But the rest of us have ideas.
Yes.
Starting with Nathan.
Whoa. Hi.
Wow. Hey,
Hi.
Hey.
Hi.
he's here.
I'm here.
Nathan's here.
Hey, thanks for waiting for me. I'm here. Yeah, I'll go. I was thinking I would draw a children's version of the Game of Thrones House of the Dragon show.
Whoa.
Dragon.
Because they got the dragons they're there from day one. You don't have to wait to see dragons.
More like
in that
dragging
one.
on this media property. Am I right?
Oh,
That's
yeah.
true, actually.
While we wait for old Georgie boy.
Old Georgie boy.
Old
to write
Georgie
that
boy.
book.
Hey, Georgie boy, can I get a piece of that book, buddy?
You've heard of Little Georgia boys. Get ready for old Georgie boy.
Old Georgie boy.
You're not going to like this one too much.
Yeah.
Because you ain't hearing from him.
Do you think he's waiting for all the hype to die down so that he gets fewer sales than if he had just put it out earlier? He was like, I don't need the money. And also there's too much pressure now.
I'm just doing it to prove a point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's probably just got to be hard when something gets that popular to then release a follow-up to it.
I could see that. Yeah.
It would definitely freak me out.
Yeah.
But I feel like he's already done 5 of the books. And so I'm like, you know how to do it. You did 5.
Yeah, but then he saw the show, and then he was like, they did it better.
Everyone agrees.
Everyone agrees. The seasons that are less based on the books, everyone loves.
The show just season over season got better and better and better. And the final season has gone down in history as one of the greatest seasons of television of all time.
Yeah.
Universally regarded.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's why everyone's still talking about that show. That's why I'm drawing that show now, because it's so still beloved.
Yeah.
Everyone was so happy with the ending. I've never experienced something that was such a cultural phenomenon just disappear completely overnight, because everyone was like, all right.
It
just
got like
completely snuffed
it
out.
got Thanos snapped.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Yeah.
Like it was gone. It was gone, girl.
Girl,
It was gone. So what's your sort of take for this children's version?
Well, I mean, they already kind of act like children. Obviously, we take out all the like sex stuff for sure. But they're just petty squabbles that they're making everybody else's problem and solving it with dragons. So I think it's just, it's a bunch of kids who have dragons, and then they get into stupid arguments and cause a lot of problems.
So it's like Pokemon?
It's kind of like Pokemon.
Is this like Zatch Bell?
Is this like Zatch
It's
Bell?
Maybe it's like Zatch Bell.
Is this like Yu-Gi-Oh?
Maybe it's like
That
No.
is kind of.
Is this
Sorry,
like
I meant
Kaiba?
yeah.
You're telling me a petulant child with a dragon is not solving issues with dragon is not a Yu-Gi-Oh thing.
That's
That's
very
what
much a
they're
Yu-Gi-Oh
always
thing.
fucking doing in Yu-Gi-Oh. 5Ds? They got 5 dragons, dude.
That's so
That's what the
many.
D is for?
Yes.
I never
Oh my
knew that
God.
actually. I thought it was dimensions.
And then in Arc 5, the boy is a dragon. He gets all fucked
the
up.
boy is a dragon.
The boy is a
Whoa.
dragon.
Like Haku.
Like Haku, but worse.
I mean, I love a show where you just have a bunch of characters that are memorable and you give them all dragons
Yeah.
and be like, let's see what happens.
That's the ideal.
And
my
maybe
God.
there's like a tournament, a dragon tournament.
Dragon Tournament, exactly.
Could you imagine like a season of Real Housewives where all the housewives had their own dragons?
That would be amazing.
Can you imagine
That's
like the dinner
basically-
drama?
That's basically what the show is.
Yeah.
Like,
That's basically what Yu-Gi-Oh is.
that's basically
Bad news, baby girl. I do like the idea of like, oh, Game of Thrones was good, but we need to make it for kids.
Yeah.
Game of Thrones babies, like Muppet babies.
Yeah.
If you don't have any ideas, just make them babies. That's
Yeah.
that's like a rule of media.
Yeah.
You can always make a version where they're babies.
Yeah, make them weaker and stupider and more inconsequential.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
then
yeah.
it's just funny.
And we'll all have a good time.
So I'm just sort of roughing in the human characters,
Yeah.
and then I'm gonna really haul off on drawing some
Hell yeah,
dragons.
dude. I
Some-
love a Nathan Dragon. Come on,
here's
come
my idea.
on, Come
Mhm.
on.
Finish this sentence now.
Barney.
Barney.
They're like Barney
They're like Barney.
dinosaurs.
Yeah.
In what way?
In that they look exactly like Barney.
Oh, I
They
was
look
about
like-
to say like in like the lore.
Yeah, it's just Barney just comes back.
Well,
in the lore.
I was thinking about Dragon Tales style of dragons.
What's
Oh.
the lore of Barney? I didn't grow up watching.
There's no
Barney.
lore.
He's a
Where
dinosaur
does he live?
from our imagination.
Yeah, so he lives in my
When he's
imagination.
tall, he's what we call a dinosaur sensation.
I can tell if this is a bit.
He's literally just a dinosaur that you go and hang out with. That's like it.
But where
You
does
just like go to his house and he's
he
there.
has a house?
No, he shows up on the playground, right?
Wait, was he like a stuffed animal?
He was a stuffed animal that like would show up sometime. He would be when he'd get tall.
What about when he has an egg?
Does he have an egg?
I think he has an egg.
What about Baby Bop?
What about Baby Bob?
Which one is that? The yellow one?
Baby
or the
Bob,
green
The
one?
Baby Bop's
Triceratops. Yeah, the green one.
Uh,
The yellow one was named like Mervin or some shit.
Well, so there's Barney, Billy, and Baby Bob.
It's Billy.
Is Billy the yellow one?
Billy's the yellow
I
one.
thought he said his name was Mervin.
I thought it
I
was.
thought it was like. I don't know.
Hold on. Barney characters. Googling this.
I don't care that much about the characters, more about how the physics and the mechanics of the universe.
Sorry, we all forgot about Scooter McNutty.
Sorry, I always forget about Scooter McNuggy.
How
Please
could I?
respect Scooter McNuggy.
How McNuggy or McNutty?
McNutty, sorry.
Because Scooter McNuggy, there's definitely something there. I'm all
I'm
about
trying
that.
to find the lore for you, Karina.
Yeah.
I'm
It's
also hungry. I want some McNuggies.
It's really important. It's really important to this episode that I know the lore of Barney.
Could you imagine eating some McNuggies and watching the House of the Dragon cartoon show? You're 10 years old.
Oh, and you got like the tie-in dragon shaped McNuggies.
Yes, they come in like a dragon skull box.
Yeah.
And you're like a big fan. You got all your toys. Could you imagine?
I'm imagining, and I'm enjoying the imagination.
Still thinking about Barney.
You need to stop thinking about Barney.
Can't.
I can. I'm reading up on
can't.
his lore.
I like this Alpha Chad.
That's
I don't know
the-
any of these characters. I'm sorry. This is lost on
This
me.
is Damon.
That's
Damon.
the dude. That's
Targaryen.
Doctor Who, right?
That's Doctor Who.
That's Doctor Who.
Matt Smith. Yeah.
I could tell by the way you made his face look. that
I
it was
mean, I
him.
would have guessed that if that was the character I kind of was thinking of, then yeah, that was him.
You somehow captured his like weird face essence
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah,
with
yeah,
that shape.
really good. It's the cheekbones and the distance of eyebrow to eye.
Yeah.
And the lack of eyebrow.
Yeah. Not one in sight.
No.
Nope.
And here's Mr. Eye Patch.
Mr. Eye Patch.
Majima?
Majima from,
Majima's here
from
too.
Yakuza.
Yeah, this is Aemond.
They
and
should
he's
put him
always,
in Barney.
He's always just sort of smirking like this. That's sort of his.
Why?
That's just. I don't know what the direction they gave him was, but like that's what he's doing.
I like the idea of this, but I don't know why you drew him and I'm like, oh, this is just like Recess.
Recess.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is kind of like Recess, but with
He looks like a
dragons.
Recess character.
Yeah,
I don't know why that's on my mind. Barrett made me watch a couple episodes of it like 5 months ago, and I'm like,
Of Recess?
yeah,
Why?
Interesting.
because he likes it.
Okay, I've never seen Recess.
You've never seen Recess?
Huh.
No.
It's a classic.
I've seen Recess.
It's a classic show.
I wouldn't call it a
They
classic.
got Spinelli. What about Spinelli?
What about Spinelli?
That's the only name I remember from Recess.
What
It's
about-
the same voice actor
You're
as Bobby Hill?
forgetting your roots. What Spinelli? What about Dino Spumoni?
That's that Hey Arnold
That's what I'm
stuff.
talking about.
Okay, another classic.
That one I would call a classic.
So is this show like these kids they meet on the playground every day and
Yeah.
they imagine dragons?
I think the dragons are real.
Like they're in like petty playground squabbles, but they
It's like, oh.
Their conflict, you could say it's radioactive.
Whoa.
Let's get some.
Nathan, I don't
dragons
want to
in
call
here.
you out,
Yeah.
but that eye patch does not make any sense where it is.
Sorry.
It is covering the
It's like
eyebrow.
on his forehead.
It's better.
Well, he's a kid. He doesn't know
Yeah.
where
we
it's
go.
supposed
That's
to go.
much better. Thank you.
fixed it. All right. So let's get some of the dragons.
Yeah, let Nathan draw his dragons.
So we've got to get you've got to
Let-
get
Let Nathan draw his dragons.
Vagar in there. Vagar is the biggest one.
Uh-huh.
Aw, this does sound like a kid's show.
Yeah.
Vagar's the biggest
Vagar's
one.
the biggest one.
You have to include him. He's huge.
He's so big. Hey, you've heard of Pete's dragon. Well, get ready for Nathan's
I
dragon.
haven't heard of Pete's Dragon.
You haven't heard of Pete's Dragon?
Which one is that?
Another classic.
It's the cartoon movie about
it's live action, but the Dragons cartoon.
the dragons cartoon.
I've never seen Pete's Dragon, but I do think it's a classic, and I missed it.
You've heard of Puff the
Why?
Magic Dragon.
Oh, I was confusing it with Puff the Magic Dragon.
Yeah, I guess Pete's Dragon isn't a classic.
Wait, is that the one with a character that looks very much like 90s Macaulay Culkin?
Is he
Yes.
green?
The dragon?
The dragon is
Yeah.
green, yeah.
Ooh.
And the dragon is real. They're not imagining dragons.
Trying to think maybe I'm psychic. I have a little ASMR or something.
Oh, he does not look like Macaulay Culkin.
Who the fuck is that?
He's got a haircut like Conan the Barbarian. Sorry, kid.
That's Pete. Why are you disrespecting Pete?
Oh, Pete's Dragon. The dragon's not named Pete. I pulled a Frankenstein and Frankenstein's monster. I see.
Pete is actually the name of the boy, and the dragon is Pete's dragon.
Yeah.
What's the one I'm thinking of?
His name?
Puff the Magic Dragon.
That's the one with the Macaulay Culkin boy?
don't know-
Macaulay
I don't
Culkin
know
boy.
what
The
talking
Macaulay
about?
Culkin boy?
Macaulay Culkin boy.
This is not what I was thinking
What
of.
are you thinking of?
Am I just thinking of the
Macaulay
freaking
Culkin boy? Are you-
Sword in the Stone?
Yeah, are you thinking of Sword in the Stone or the
No.
weird like Page Master?
Page
I'm thinking of
Master.
Page Master. That's
That
what I'm
one-
thinking
That
of.
one does not involve a dragon.
Yeah, I don't
There-
think there's a dragon in that
There's
one.
one dragon in that one.
Okay, Nathan.
In the
He's on the cover.
when they go to the fantasy land, there's a dragon.
The shade of lipstick he's wearing in this movie is crazy.
Yeah, it is very deep.
Julia, why did you say he was a Macaulay Culkin looking boy when it's literally Macaulay Culkin?
Because he becomes a cartoon at some
Well, when he's a
point.
cartoon.
Yeah, and then he looks like Macaulay Culkin, but you can't argue that he's still Macaulay Culkin. He's literally a cartoon.
Yeah, but when she said Macaulay Culkin looking boy, I thought that meant it's definitely not Macaulay Culkin. That's the one thing
Coming
I
from
had.
Julia, that could literally mean anything.
Hold on. 90s.
Open your mind.
Macaulay. How do I spell Macaulay? Macaulay.
How do you spell? How do you spell Macaulay?
McKully.
Nope.
Macaulay.
It's Macaulay, like cauliflower.
Is
Like,
he
call
still
me
doing
maybe?
YouTube stuff? We should try and get him on the show.
Do you think he's gonna watch this? Don't watch this. Close the tab right now.
Yeah,
Macaulay
you weren't
Culkin.
meant to be involved in this.
Why are you here?
Nathan, I like this happy dragon.
Yeah, he's
That's-
going.
That's Caraxes. That's of course.
How big is he?
Caraxes is what my back does when I wake up.
Ooh, doing some Caraxes.
He's pretty big, but not as big as Vagar.
Oh, see, that's important information.
And then
for me.
we'll just get Cyrax in here too, because
Oh, yeah.
that's Rhaenyra's dragon, and they don't do that much in the show, but maybe they'll do more in the kids version.
Yeah, I like that they're just kind of like stanced up, baring their teeth.
Yeah, that's
Like,
that's kind of what most of the promo material for the show is. I think this will be at least as good
As
pacing
Pete's
wise
dragon.
as Pete's Dragon or the Page Master or whatever.
Big shoes to fill.
Yeah.
But I think you got it. This is a very charming,
Yeah.
charming little illustration.
Yeah, the characters remind me of like a mixture of like a Big City Greens with
And-
like a Gendy Tartakovsky.
And like a recess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
It's just that one on the left that's giving recess.
Yeah, absolutely.
Something about him.
He's in his own show. I mean, that's sort of the vibe he has on the actual show as well. But yeah, I think it's like a bunch of real simple, like sort of vignettes about these kids and the arguments they get into, and then like one really well animated sequence of like dragon combat for the older kids watching, you know, per ep.
They blow all the budget on
Yeah.
this one dragon fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Insane Sakuga.
And the dragons are hand animated, no CGI dragons in this show.
Not allowed.
Anyway, that's
You hear that, CGI artist? We hate you.
You're not real artists.
No, that's not what I said.
Nathan said
That's not what I
that.
said.
You talentless hacks.
No,
That was all Nathan.
Nathan
Slash
made-
J.
Nathan made one dinosaur in Blender, and now he's like,
It's harder.
He's
It's harder
like, y'all
to
ain't
do.
shit.
Why would you do it there
Why
instead
would
of
you
just
do it?
drawing it? Anyway, I'm done.
okay, I'm gonna draw now.
Yay,
Okay.
this is good. This is good. You
Um,
respect all art forms.
Hey, I just realized I was confusing Recess the entire time with that show where the girl has the striped dress and the orange hat.
Pepper Ann?
No.
No, Pippi Longstocking.
No, there's a bunch of
Both
there's
of those,
a bunch of
they're
them.
not hats. That's just their hair color.
No, what's the spy? They're like she has black pigtails and attitude.
She's in Recess.
What?
That's Spinelli.
You're thinking of Spinelli from Recess.
That's freaking Spinelli.
You're describing Spinelli from Recess.
Wait.
Which
Wait,
you
okay,
said Recess
yeah,
and you
it's
said
Recess.
Spinelli.
Wait, so
That's the show.
So then I was confusing it with what's that one that's like newer-ish, like early 2000s, where they all go to like camp or whatever. It's also a Disney one.
Total Drama Island.
Total Drama Island.
What?
Total
You're
Drama.
thinking of Camp Rock.
Total Drama. Yeah.
How do you confuse those things?
Well, because the guy on the left looks like he could be from Total Drama.
Okay, I kind of see what you're getting at with that. But that's on the screen. This is in your head.
Listen, I'm drawing now, okay? And what I'm drawing is Breaking Bad
Ooh,
as a cartoon.
Like my brain.
Meth.
This episode. It's Breaking Bad.
I want to make a meth
You
show for
need
kids.
meth.
Okay, so I'm curious, like, what they would be making.
Rock
Yeah.
candy.
Rock candy.
Okay, yeah.
So here's what I'm thinking. I had immediately a idea
Okay.
for this.
Yeah.
It's like
Pitch.
the vibe is like going to be a little bit, different
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Then actual Breaking
than
Bad.
the actual show about making meth.
No way.
I think this one is going to be like they're like an odd couple situation
Uh-huh.
where Jesse is like the brash brawler, rascally kid,
Okay.
and then Walter is like the nerdy kid.
Yeah.
And they team up as an unlikely duo because of this business that they form where they're making rock
Oh.
candy. Walter's making rock candy and Jesse's like, I'm the muscle.
Yeah.
And Walter's like, I'm just a little guy.
Because at their school, their principal's like a health nut. And so candy is like contraband there.
Yeah.
And so like Jesse's over here trying to run, his like candy operation, but he's such a idiot.
He's so stupid.
the candy he makes freaking sucks. And so he has to get nerdy Walter in here who makes the freaking best. He uses science to make the tastiest candy.
Yeah.
Walter's this nerd. He makes the candy so tasty,
Mm-hmm.
but it's illegal at school to have candy.
Illegal at school. But then, like, as it goes, much like in the show Breaking Bad,
Yeah.
Mhm.
Walter gains confidence
Yeah.
because of Jesse, and
Yeah.
Jesse gains being less idiot
Oh.
because of Walter.
What's Jesse and Walter's relationship in this show? Because aren't they the father-son? In the... What are they?
I also have never watched Breaking Bad.
I've never watched
Is
Breaking Bad.
Walter White still bald in this version?
Oh, he should absolutely be
Yeah, he's
bald.
still bald.
Okay, perfect. My question has been answered.
Hey,
Um,
what's their relationship?
Walter
Father-son.
is Jesse's former teacher.
Yes.
So maybe in
that's
this
like
one,
that's like a son.
It's like it's
That's
a
like a
similar.
father-son
He has
relationship.
a sort of paternal way of dealing with Jesse early on. I sort of fell off watching it because I didn't stay roommates with the one roommate I had who watched it. So
Well, he's always inviting him over to cook, so I thought like maybe maybe it was like a father-son bonding
Yeah.
experience.
and then they play catch.
Yeah, I've
Uh,
only ever seen one episode of Breaking Bad.
Is it
And-
the pizza one?
It was the last episode.
Oh, does he do a
Hmm.
callback to the pizza?
I don't think so.
Does he throw the
Mm.
pizza in it? That's one of the first episodes I saw.
I honestly didn't understand what was happening at all.
I mean, I think that probably makes sense.
You probably
Yeah.
need to watch the whole show.
That's a lot.
Maybe in this one, Walter is like providing. He's like one grade above Jesse, and he's like tutoring him.
That's like
Yeah.
how they meet.
That's like how they meet.
Oh.
He's like his science tutor, and Jesse's like, I don't understand any of this crap,
Whoa.
Whoa.
He still calls him Mr. White.
Mr. White.
Like, Jesse, you don't have to call me that. I'm only one grade above you. Yeah, whatever, Mr. White. You act like an old man.
Aw, I'm endeared.
I love that your voice for like a child Jesse is the same voice you have for Harlequin.
Yeah, whatever.
Mr. J, Mr. White.
Mr. White.
Mr. White, whatever. Who cares? Well, I guess Jesse in the show is more like, yeah, what up, bitch?
Yeah, he calls
Damn.
everyone bitch.
But in this, he can't do that.
Yeah, what should he say instead of bitch?
Snitch.
Oh,
Oh yeah, I like that.
that's pretty good.
Because he
Got
gets,
it in one.
He gets snitched on, by the other
Constantly.
Mhm.
kids.
Mhm.
Because he's a little troublemaker
He's a little bit of a troublemaker, but the more you get to learn about him, the more you're like, he's just trying his best in a bad situation.
And he is a drug addict.
And he's a drug addict and dealer, both.
Both.
But it's candy this time.
Candy.
You just can't.
Candy.
Candy. You just can't stop with that sody pap.
Yeah, so I think Walter's like a little taller. But
Yeah.
but he stands with like a hunch.
Yeah.
Because he's got no freaking confidence.
But as he breaks bad, he loses the bad posture
Yeah, and eventually he stands tall and proud.
of all of the crimes.
And he does kill the principal.
Whoa.
Honestly, look, I wasn't gonna say it, but I was like, it's kind of the vibe he's given.
At
Yeah.
the end of the show, that's what happens. But it's good. It's good. Everyone likes that he did it.
Yeah, it's like comical. Like the principal the whole time is like so annoying. Then the principal walks onto the bus and then like the bus explodes off screen and all the characters are like, yay! And then all the kids are like free or whatever.
They're free. I don't think that's how school
Guess
works.
summer vacation starting early. School's out for summer.
And then they're riding off on their like trikes.
You just see the fire trucks pulling up like, oh my God. Everyone's partying.
They're riding away from the smoke on their bikes. Lollipops in their mouth. Great.
I'd watch it.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
good. 'Cause
charmed.
You have to.
Oh.
Is Hank like a safety patrol?
Yeah, he's like the nerd ass hallway monitor.
Yeah.
Which I was in school.
Were you a hallway monitor?
Yeah, I was on safety patrol.
That's a thing.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't have that at my school.
Yeah, I've never heard of that in my life.
You didn't get like little orange sashes
Yeah,
or,
that's what
for
I got.
kids on
No.
power trips to freaking annoy you.
No.
I never did anything.
You never did
with
anything.
The power. I just stood there and let everything happen.
That tracks.
That's good.
You just liked the fashion accessory.
Yeah, I just like sort of being, involved.
That's
I was
nice.
like, oh, it's cool that they want me to do this.
I'm not gonna do it. It feels good to be wanted.
That was like a real turning point in my understanding of the way the world worked when you're in the lower grades. You see the safety patrols as real squares, and you're just thinking to yourself, man, they're serving the adults. They've forgotten their roots. They forgot that we're supposed to be kids and we're supposed to have solidarity. And you and all your friends are like, yeah, screw those guys. And then you get to be old enough to be a safety patrol. And I thought me and all my friends were like, screw those guys. All my friends sign up to be safety patrols.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I was
They realized they could have a taste of that
like, what
power.
the hell, guys?
Better to be the right hand of the devil than in his path.
Damn.
That's exactly what they said
That's
to
what
me.
they
And I was like, I guess we're not friends anymore.
To quote Pete the Dragon.
To quote Benny from The Mummy.
I
Benihana.
didn't have anything like that in my school, and honestly, that sounds whack.
You just had the hallway sheriff rides around on a horse.
I think the teachers did it.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Some of them were just kind of loose on their off periods anyway, because there weren't enough classrooms. So they could just be out in the hallway.
Fair. Oh, he's a little beat up.
Yeah.
He is the one who's getting into the kerfuffles. Who's he kerfuffling with?
The other
candy
dealers.
Dang.
on the
This
playground.
school's got a problem.
It's got a huge
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah.
Well, it's because the issue is it's right next to a different school where there's lots of candy.
Well, that's like season 2.
Mm.
Season 1 is like in the school.
Mm-hmm.
It's the issues with the other, like they have to become the top dogs.
Yeah.
And then at the end of season 1, last episode, camera pans out to reveal there's another school across the street.
Just right there.
Yeah.
Not very thought out zoning.
But great for tension.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
drama.
And like instead of going like Jesse, he's like Jesse.
Don't worry, Mr. White, I'll handle this.
Stop calling me that.
Just call me Walter.
I'm only 1 year above you.
It's so weird.
I keep saying this.
Cute.
And then in the background, it's going to be a big rock candy.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
It's gonna look like corn right now. Like fucked up corn.
Would it be like cursed to say that this Walter White is kind of given Dear Evan Hansen vibes?
I mean, it would be cursed to say that, but it's not.
It's a good thing I didn't.
It's
then.
not wrong.
Yes, it's not untrue.
Oh, right. I forgot that's what raw candy is shaped like. I was like, ooh, that looks painful.
For your teeth.
Oh, I meant to pass as a bowel movement.
Yeah.
Also true.
Well, you don't eat the stick.
Yeah. I always forget that.
Yeah, you're not supposed to eat the stick.
There's one character
It's
in
just
this
so
show
enticing.
who's not
Mhm.
based on any character from the original show who does eat the stick. And that's just like a thing about him.
And he dies.
Yeah. Rip to Gregory the stick eater.
I knew that
But-
stick would get him one day.
Yeah, but he wasn't in the original, so we don't care if he lives
Yeah.
or dies.
Well, it's like one of the first times they have to reckon with what they're doing. Like the
Oh,
cost
yeah.
of their...
Characters do
operation.
die on this show.
They do die, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
that one does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
I mean-
Gregory.
You know, there are kids shows that deal with mature topics
Mhm.
for kids.
Yeah, this is one of those that they'll look back on later and be like, that show was really sort of mature for its time, for its
Yeah.
age. Okay, I am done.
This
Mhm.
is cute.
I
Yeah,
wanna add
love
some
it.
sparkles
Ooh.
Naturally.
You gotta.
to the rock candy.
Because it's
Because
Sparkly.
it shines in the light, okay?
Yeah.
I want some rock candy now.
It's pretty good. It's sugar, literally.
Do you mean meth?
Yeah.
You decide.
It's me.
Julia, get on in
Julia.
here.
Okay. It's time for me.
Yeah.
Well, so there was one that I got excited about, but I don't have an idea for it. I just like the show. And I think I'm just going to shout out the show and then draw another show.
Okay.
Perfect.
Shout out
Um,
the show.
I was thinking about drawing Dark from Netflix, which I love. I really like
Ooh.
Dark from Netflix.
That would be a tough one.
That would be
I-
a tough one, yeah.
Genuinely have never heard
Yeah, I don't know
of
that one.
show in my life.
It's really good.
It's like a German show.
Ooh.
It is German, yeah.
A lot of time shenanigans.
Ooh.
Yeah.
How cool.
But I think instead I'm just going to draw Criminal Minds.
Criminal
Criminal
Minds.
Minds.
Yeah.
Criminal Minds.
Criminal Minds.
A nice.
Teach kids about crime.
I
Yeah.
feel like I saw a lot of doujinshi of that when I was in Japan. Right
Yeah.
next to Bohemian Rhapsody and Hawaii 5-0.
I love that song.
I love that there are people in Japan watching Criminal Minds and then becoming obsessed with it and then making doujinshi about it. That
There-
really pleases me.
Those people are everywhere globally, my dude.
Life is beautiful.
It's wonderful. The human mind and capacity for passion, inspiring.
Yeah.
You look at all those criminals and you go, no, that takes a backseat to their love.
Yeah, to my headcanon
Yeah.
of their love. So Criminal Minds, that's not the one with what's her name in it?
Okay, you've
What the
pulled a
fuck?
me. You've pulled a me.
That's not the one with what's her name.
That's
in
not
it.
the one with Claire Danes in it.
No.
That's Homeland.
Homeland
Oh, I was.
or
Yeah.
the
Are you thinking of
Essex
Fringy?
Serpent.
No, I'm thinking of Homeland.
Fergie?
Okay.
Fringy.
Fringy.
Is Claire Danes in Fringy?
No, a lady who kind of looks like Claire Danes is in Fringy.
Oh.
No,
Claire Danes
when I
type.
say the name of an actor, I actually mean that actor that I said.
Why are you asking about Fergie?
Not Fergie.
They
What
should
the
have.
fuck are you talking
They should have
about?
put Fergie in Fringy. That was a missed opportunity.
Yeah, truly. No, that's not. It's not the one. It's the one that started off with Mandy Patinkin, and then Mandy Patinkin was like, "Did you guys know this show is like really dark?" I
But
think
wasn't
I'm
Mandy
out.
Patinkin in Homeland?
I've never seen
I
Homeland.
think he was in Homeland. Yeah.
But he was also in Criminal Minds?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know what any of these words mean. Mandy Patinky?
Mingy Patinky.
Mingy Patinky.
Minky Patinky?
He was Inigo Montoya.
In the Princess Bride.
Now you know I've never seen The Princess Bride.
What?
That's a great movie. We should watch
I
that
know
sometime.
it's good.
That's. I
That
feel
one's
like
cute.
you would legitimately enjoy that.
I
one.
probably would. I've just never seen it.
Yeah,
Fair
that's
enough.
fair.
We can watch it together
Julia, this
right now.
drawing,
No.
this drawing you're doing right now looks more like Hilda than any
Wow.
drawing of
He's
Hilda.
not wrong.
Dang.
That's so
You've
true,
ever
actually.
done.
This is pretty close.
Dang.
So is this Paget Brewster?
Yeah, this is Prentice.
I'm looking at the cast list right now.
Okay. This is the fan favorite character, Prentice.
Oh, Paget Brewster's just what a talent.
Yeah.
Never unhappy when she shows up in a thing I'm watching.
Yeah, she's great.
I can tell if you're being sarcastic.
I'm not.
I couldn't.
I'm
I
sorry.
wasn't sure.
I'm not.
Do you want to look at the cast of Criminal Minds?
Sure.
You want to name more characters at me?
I don't know, because it's like it's an ensemble show where the cast changes because it's run for so many seasons. It's not still running, right? Or is it?
It is.
Wow.
Wow.
They took a break.
But they're
and
back.
Now they're back on Paramount Plus. I believe
Cool.
it
Oh
is.
my God, Jane Lynch is in it. So it's like Glee.
It is like
Jane
Glee.
Lynch is in it?
I don't know if she's on the cast list.
Wow.
Yeah, she's on like a episode or something. Oh no, she's freaking Reed's mom.
Oh, she's
I
Reed's
think-
mom.
Does she got it going on?
I mean, it's Jane Lynch, so yeah.
Jane Lynch
Yeah.
always has it going on.
Ooh, Timothy Omenson. Omenson is in this.
Timothy Omenson?
I know him from Supernatural. He's very handsome.
Oh, let me see him.
There's the quirky
He's the one who's very handsome.
tech lady.
Oh, I know that guy.
Yeah.
She's been there since like the beginning, right?
She has been there since the beginning, yeah.
Good for her.
And Prentice came in on like season.
I'm trying to realize
5
that
or
maybe
something.
knowing him from Supernatural is the wrong move.
Whoops.
Yeah, I don't watch TV.
What do I know him from?
Isn't he in Psych?
He was in Psych. This is Timothy Omenson.
I don't know him.
You know him.
Let me
You
see him.
know him.
Can I see him? Oh.
Hmm?
What a guy.
Wowzers.
You know that guy.
I only know him from Psych.
But he's also in Criminal Minds
He's also in Criminal Minds.
And Supernatural.
and Supernatural.
I must have missed those
A
seasons.
triple threat.
Do you think he would come on Drawfee?
Do you think?
Any actor we've said
Any actor who's been on a CW show. No, actually, no. You're not invited.
any actor we've mentioned by name on this episode is invited.
In a non-derogatory way.
Yeah.
I have good news.
What?
The character that he played in Psych is pansexual.
Yeah. I
So-
think I've seen fan art.
Representation win.
That's great.
Karina's thinking back on her doujinshi viewing.
Your Psych dojinshi?
No, I think one of my college classmates drew a lot of Psych fan art.
Oh.
Said with great affection and respect. And I'm sure there were doujinshis too.
So Julia,
Yeah.
like with such a large ensemble cast and a show that's been running for so long, you really can sort of pick and choose your faves
That's true.
to include here.
Yeah. That's why I've drawn Paget Brewster and Aisha Tyler, and that's where it will remain. No, I'm kidding.
It's just the two of them.
I just want the adventures of the two of them. No.
Aisha Tyler's in this show?
Yeah, she is now.
Everyone's in this
Wow.
show.
She's
Everyone's
one of the main,
here.
She's one of the main crew.
Nice.
It really is the Smash Bros. Ultimate of
crime procedurals.
crime procedurals.
Nice.
Well, one of Jacob's least favorite things that I do is when we're watching something and I go, what has this person been in? Oh, Criminal Minds.
It's always Criminal Minds.
It's always Criminal Minds.
Yeah. So everyone's been in it.
Yeah. Greg from Dharma and Greg.
Yeah.
Dharma from Dharma and Greg.
What?
Oh, that would have been fun if they had her as the
Darman's
criminal.
been in this?
Darman from Darman.
Darmanitan from Pokemon.
What? Greg
So many
from
layers
Pokemon?
deep.
It's
Who
like
is this reference for?
that's
someone.
that's the problem with when character actors like Darmanitan show up. It's just like you know that's the criminal, right? It like takes out all the mystery.
Just like when George Costanza was in the episode of Criminal Minds.
With
That's
long
right.
hair.
Jason Alexander was in it with long hair.
Yeah.
And
That was
he was
pretty
the
good.
serial killer.
And he was the serial killer.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna draw Reed.
Okay.
And then-
Let's go. Read.
Yes!
Woo!
People really like him.
People love Reed. Oh, is he like the skinny boy? Like the skinny nerdy boy with the long hair?
He's, of
Yeah.
course, played by Matthew
Grey Goobler.
Gray.
whatever his name is.
Matthew Gray Goobler.
Yeah. That's his name.
Can't be his
His
name.
name is Matthew Gray Goobler.
No offense to this guy, but that shouldn't be his name.
Sorry, is Gray Goobler one word or is it
2 words?
Okay, so his middle name is Gray
Hyphenated?
and then his
No.
his middle name's Gray and his last name's Goobler.
Yeah.
Okay.
Matthew Gray Goobler.
Yeah, well, the way you said it sounded
Gray
sillier.
It's the Gray Goobler.
Okay,
Charlie
I
Brown.
take it back. That can be his name.
Matthew Gray Goobler.
Matthew Gray Goobler.
Matthew Gray Goobler. He's 44.
Uh-huh.
Damn, dude.
With a name like that, I don't think he had a choice.
If you've never seen Matthew Gray Goobler's art, I encourage you to look at his art.
Art?
He's an artist?
Yeah, he's
Art?
an artist.
I'm looking this
Should we
up
get
right
him
now.
on the
You
show?
think he'll
Not
come on
after
the-
what we just said.
Holy.
We just
I
just
took
goofed
it
on his
back.
name. He's got
Jacob
a funny
set
sounding
me
name.
up.
He's got to know he's got a funny sounding name.
This
Come
shit's-
on.
This shit's kind of good, actually.
I love it, genuinely. I told you to look it up for a reason.
I like it.
It's a little nasty.
It's got character.
It's real nasty.
Matthew Gray Goobler, sorry, I thought your name was really funny. If you want to draw with us, hit us up. Email Julia.
Yeah.
Only
Please.
if you're the real Matthew Gray Goobler. No fake Matthew Gray Goobler emails to Julia.
I don't want Matthew White Goobler. I don't want Matthew Black Goobler.
Well, Matthew White Goobler is after he fights the Balrog. And
I was just about to say.
oh, I'm sorry,
I
Julia.
was just about to say. It's okay. I would have forgotten all of the names of all of the characters that were there. So.
After he fought Pete the Dragon. Who's this?
That's Dharma, Greg.
That's Dharma Gray.
It's David Rossi.
Greg?
It's David
It's
Rossi.
Greg from Dharma and Greg, right?
No.
What?
Yeah.
Huh?
No.
Yeah.
It's David Rossi.
No, it's not. Dharma and Greg. That's
that Jane
Thomas
Lynch?
Gibson. That's Aaron Hotchner.
So they're solving mysteries together. And they're chibis.
Yeah, this is a cute.
Yeah, this is very cute.
This is a cute style you've chosen.
Do they
for
get an
this.
animal companion? Are there any
Uh,
animal companions in Criminal Minds?
I don't think so. Not to my knowledge.
Boo.
Okay, but
Yeah,
what if
sorry.
in this one Jason Alexander is like a friendly dog,
Mandy Patinkin is a friendly dog.
or Mandy Patinkin? They could both be.
Mandy
One-
Patinkin has friendly dog vibes.
Yeah, Mandy
You can just put Pete
Patinkin.
the Dragon in here. That's what they did in Pete the Dragon.
Yeah, they
That's
just
true.
stuck him in.
They just stuck him right in there.
I gotta hurry this up. I'm drawing a million characters.
This is 4.
Yeah, but they got like a whole crew.
I like
Mandy
these characters.
Mandy Patinkin would be the dog that's their friend from the beginning, and then Jason Alexander dog was like a bad dog that reforms and joins the team.
It's a lot of dog-related crimes in this version.
Like who got into the chocolate?
It's that dead dog over there.
I think it's probably that dog that's throwing up.
My roommate's old dog used to get into our chocolate. it just made him incredibly aggressive.
Whoa.
He bit me.
It was too good. When the chocolate too good.
Gotta pop off a little.
I gotta blow off some steam.
Yeah.
Yo, it's Velma.
Yeah, this is the
Velma.
Velma-esque character. In the show, she's the hacker lady.
Time to hack.
I feel like she's gonna have her smartphone. this
Oh, of
time.
course.
Naturally.
For
Yeah.
mobile hacking.
Yeah, she's gonna
Hacking
have
on the
two
go.
cell phones.
Modern
That's how you know.
woman.
That's how you know she's a hacker.
Yeah, one's my personal phone and one's my hacking phone.
For hacking things, you know?
It's normal
I should have just drawn dark.
for a girl like me.
I would have had to draw one character.
You
But
could
this
do-
is fun, though.
You could do the mashup episode. Just put one dark
yeah,
character
add
in.
more characters.
Yeah.
Yeah. Easy.
Basically, just draw this guy, but with a raincoat instead of a suit.
And that gives you dark.
And that gives you dark.
I mean, he would look like the main character from Dark.
And you just have to imagine him German.
Yeah.
Imagine him German.
Enter your mind palace.
Imagine a
Make
German.
him German in your mind.
It's too hard. I can't do it. I don't have the power. I can only make him French.
Fuck.
He's so whimsical now. They're gonna solve the mystery for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And I bet it was old man Jenkins.
Oh, old man Jenkins.
I honestly find it disrespectful how often it's old man Jenkins. It's like they don't respect my time.
Especially when they cast Darmanitan as old man Jenkins. I'm like, come on.
I know it's gonna be him.
Yeah, like it was him last time.
It's the same guy. It's like, I thought we put you away. So I'm back. This time it's not me.
Trust me.
Trust me.
Maybe the villain is adult Jason Alexander.
Okay. Not dog.
Not a dog. Adult man Jason Alexander.
Uh-huh.
Then what's the dog
What's the dog
doing?
What the dog's doing?
That's Mandy Patinkin.
Yeah, the dog is Mandy Patinkin. He's not currently pictured.
Okay.
They left him in the car.
No.
The windows are down.
The
Don't worry.
AC's on.
Okay. He's listening to his favorite music.
I don't know how they have a car, but they do.
Are they children?
I guess they're like what Scooby Doo, Jason.
They have a
age?
car.
Yeah, they
have
got a car.
Those were grown ass adults.
They were like teen adults.
Were they?
Instead of the mystery
Wait.
machine, it's the criminal mind sheen.
Criminal Mind Sheen.
Yeah, they were originally calling it the criminal machine, but that did not go over.
Didn't go good.
So they had to rename it to something stupider.
You didn't want everyone getting confused.
That's probably it. Yeah, close enough.
Yeah.
They're gonna solve it.
They're gonna solve it.
It's Jason Alexander again.
It's always him.
It's always adult Jason Alexander.
And he always gets away.
Yeah, because his car's faster.
He's so fast.
They all have to pile into their van, and Jason Alexander is like a cool sports car, and he just zooms away.
Speeds away.
Wait, I thought you said that he is a cool sports
Well, he
car.
yeah,
he turns into one like what is
Like
that?
Turbo Teen.
Turbo Teen
Turbo
style.
Teen.
Like
but he's not a teen. He's
No,
an
he's
adult
doing
man.
it again. We'll never catch him at this rate.
It's Turbo Adult. What's his name?
Jason Alexander.
Turbo Adult Jason Alexander.
One of the
That's
greatest
spin-off.
villains ever put to screen. Turbo Adult Jason Alexander.
He was in one episode of Criminal Minds.
And he's in every episode of Criminal Minds
they
Jr.
realized, you can correct some mistakes when you reboot a show, and one of the mistakes was they only had him in one
And
episode.
he didn't turn into a car.
The biggest mistake of all. What a waste of your. What's his name?
It's Jason Alexander.
It's just two first names.
That's why I keep forgetting.
I'm a car, Jerry.
I want out. I want to go. I should have drawn dark.
This is charming, though.
A good chunk of the canvas is dark.
I was gonna make that joke too.
I'm just stealing everybody's jokes.
Let's end the episode. We're all hungry.
Okay.
Thanks everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed this interpretation of these shows as different shows.
Yeah.
I sure enjoyed making them.
Yeah.
So did I.
And Julie is here too. If you liked it, click like and subscribe so you never have to miss anything we do ever. You want to see it all because it's all part of the lore.
Yeah. And if you've ever been on Criminal Minds, please subscribe to our Patreon.
Send me an email.
Yeah, we know you can.
Yeah.
Jane Lynch.
Statistically, someone on Criminal Minds watches Drawfee
Yeah.
because there's been so many people on
Send
it.
an email to drawfee@gmail.com and have the subject line be I was on Criminal Minds, and then I will for sure read it.
Yeah, but don't lie.
But
Don't lie,
lie.
or else
Thank
you're
you.
going to be on Criminal Minds because we'll kill you.
Yeah.
You'll be the victim
Damn.
And we're going to drive away over your body.
inside of Jason Alexander. We have a Patreon. And we deserve, I think, a little kickback for this one. So get over there and support us. And also watch us on Twitch and also buy our merch.
Paget Brewster, come off the Drawfee.
Paget Brewster, come on and drop you.
Yes.
We're sorry.
We're sorry.
Sorry.
Sorry.